Hey, Menacing MTG here. We have Doom Metal today, and it's a Doom Foretold deck with lots of small enchantments and artifacts, and four Doom Foretolds, some Kaya's Wrath board wipe, four Kaya's Oath for removal and life gain, and of course four Dance of the Mance. So let's take a quick look at this. It's a pretty straightforward deck. It's amazing how many things you're playing per turn once you get this rolling, and just drawing a ton of cards. So we have one Fountain of Renewal, gain a life. Can also use it to sack and draw a card. Three Omen of the Sea, scry two, draw a card. Four Thought Erasure, get into the opponent's hand and remove things. Four golden eggs, draw a card. And you can use this as a backup plan to gain some life if you need later down the road. Four Guild Globe, same thing, draw a card. This time you can use it for mana production, which I have never used it for mana production in this deck to date. For Dance of the Mance, return up to X target artifact and or non-aura enchantment cards, each with a converted mana cost of X or less from your graveyard to your battlefield. If X is 6 or more, those permanents are 4/4 creatures in addition to their other types. So mid-late game, this is altogether possible that you're bringing back a bunch of these artifact enchantment cards as 4/4 creatures. Two Omen of the Seas get you two 1/1 human soldier tokens, and you gain 2 life. Life gain's great, and getting some blockers is great. Just 2 of those. For Kaya, Oath of Kaya rather, deals 3 damage to any target, so you can go face, you can take off a creature, and you gain 3 life. And yeah, and this you can only have one on it at a time. It's in legendary. And just a little tip: if you're bringing on a second one, you have one on the board, and you bring on a second one, the new one always goes to the right side of the old one. So take the rightmost Oath of Kaya when it asks you which one to keep. For Doom Foretold, For Doom Foretold. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player sacrifices a non-land, non-token permanent. If that player can't, they discard a card, they lose 2 life, you draw a card, you gain 2 life, you create a 2/2 white knight creature token with vigilance, then you sacrifice Doom Foretold. Now, this may seem like not ultra high impact, and at face value, it is not ultra high impact, but when you have a ton of artifact and enchantments on the board and you can keep sacking them, this does have a lasting effect. It takes permanents off the board of the opponent. Also, when it goes away, the gain isn't huge. You draw a card, you gain 2 life, you create a 2/2 token, but with Dance of the Mance, you can bring these back. And I have brought back and had 3 of these on the board at one time, and it's just causes wreckage and contributes to a withering of the opponent's ability to do anything and their life total. So yeah, it's great. For Kaya's Wrath, destroy all their creatures, and you gain life equal to those you destroy. As you know, we don't have many creatures. We have the 2 of these Omen of the Sun, and we have 2 Solemn Simulacrum. Now, Solemn Simulacrum is a good card in here, only 2, but you get a land because you really want to get all 3 colors pretty efficiently here. So you can use Mance, so you can use Kaya's Wrath, Doom Foretold, etc. But also, this is great because it comes back with Dance of the Mance because it's an artifact, and you get to search for a creature, and when it dies, you draw a card. Okay. There is a little bit of concern here about self-mill. You can mill yourself out because there's a lot of card draw in here. I was considering maybe bumping this up to 64 total cards. I have not done that to date. I did get milled with a non-mill deck, just a long, arduous game that I feel like I had the edge in, but I just ran out of cards. So that'd be another consideration for this deck is to, um, you could bump it up to 64 cards. You could add a Yorion to it, etc., etc. But so let's look at the lands because we do have a Castle Ardenvale. You can create 1/1 tokens and 6 plains, 5 islands, a Castle Lochthwain for card draw, 6 swamp, a glacial forest, 3 bright climb pathways, and 1 clear water pathway. So a total of 22 lands, I believe. Let's do the math. 4, 10, 11, 12, and 11, 23, 24. That doesn't seem to make sense. Do this again here. 7 and 12 and 7 is 19 and 5. 24. I think that's a little heavy. I think I'm going to ditch a bright climb and I'm going to throw in another I think I'll go for Omen of the Sea. I just flip this around here. Yeah, we're going to go there. All right, so yeah, quick last minute change. So there's the entire deck, and we'll play some games now. Okay, here goes Doom Metal, and look at this. Our first game launched. Recording, and we've got all colors represented. We'll keep this for sure, and we'll play the castle first because it comes on tapped. It looks like probably Omen of the Sea is next. Yeah, I do want to get that thought erasure going right away. Interesting deck we got going. Maybe some Satyr action, I don't know. But we're going to go ahead and toss up the blue, and we'll just pass the turn here. We'll use Omen of the Sea on their turn. Let them worry that I have a counter spell. Okay, so let's see. I like both these cards, needless to say. We do need 1 more mana, but I think we'll be able to get that with Golden Egg or something here. We're going to take the Doom first. We'll take them both. Excellent. Okay, our turn. We got Swamp. I'm going to go Thought Erasure here. Okay, how do you like that? Okay, so I'm not worried about Storm's Wrath at all, nor claim the Firstborn, but Ulamog, goodbye. And there's the other land we need. Perfect. Okay, this is shaping up quite excellent as they're looking at removal spells and whatnot. Okay, they get the Satyrs out, not really concerned about them. Okay, so I think we're going to go, they're going to have to do some discarding if I run Doom now. I'm just wondering what the best choice is here. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and run Doom. This is great because I've got enough stuff in hand here to keep Doom Foretold going. See, they can't sack those Satyrs. Okay, there goes Doom. So you may think that that was perhaps a waste of a Doom, but I'm not too worried about it. They get to claim the Firstborn, which is a bit of a bummer for me. Can't, I don't think, unless they pick something up, kill it. I think they've got Storm's Wrath in hand. Oh, they do have the mana to do it. That's fine. Gets rid of their attackers. So now we're going to bring on the egg. Draw a card, great. And we're going to go Oath of Kaya to face. Okay, we're just going to duplicate this. We're going to go egg. Draw a card, see what we get here. Okay, and Oath of Kaya to face. Now, see, it'll come on the right side. We always keep that one. Otherwise, you don't get to do the damage and gain the life, which would be not good. So we've got the mana here, and what I'm looking down the road to doing here is bringing out Mance, and I'll get to bring out the Kaya as well at that time. We're down to 12 life. The problem with that plan is that it'll die immediately. They will have to discard this card. But I'm gonna, let's see, what do we got here for mana? Yeah, we have 7. So one more and it would come on as a creature. I'm gonna just sit. Let one more turn go by here. Then I can bring out the Doom and Oath of Kaya both as 4/4 creatures, which could very well be the end of the game there or shortly thereafter. Okay, so here we go. I think we're going to toss up black. I'm going to run Mance for 6. Bring them both back as creatures. And we will save this. Oath of Kaya, go to face. Bring them to 9, we go to 22. And they're going to need to discard. Lightning Strike, fine. Okay, that loses them 2 life. That's the game. Okay, all colors represented again, really great. I think what we're going to do is put up a swamp first. Goal, of course, is to get Thought Erasure out this coming turn, which will happen. And there's Doom Foretold. We have Dance of the Mance in hand. We have a Kaya's Wrath. Yeah, we just need a few low-level artifacts or enchantments. Let's see what we're going to get rid of. This looks like a very tough hand here. Counterspell. Ionize. Control of. Creature, not concerned about that. This is a tough card right here. I think, and they have lots of mana here. I think what we're going to do is ditch Ionize for right now. Okay, perfect. We have card draw, so we will be able to come at them with Doom Foretold next turn. Oh, I like that a lot. Getting the egg on next will be great. Just looking, we need a white land actually to run Kaya's Wrath, so we're going to ditch the blue, don't need it. Okay, that's great. Let's see how this rolls. We're going to bring, oh, they can bounce it, I think. Yeah, they can ditch it. So I think what we're going to do is toss up the golden egg. They're less likely to counter that. They don't. Okay, Dance the Mance. And that's it. We'll pass the turn. See, these cards aren't going to be... Explosion will be helpful to them at some point, but duplicating a spell, what I'm wanting them to do is use some mana. In the meantime, I'm going to bring out small spells like that. Got 4 mana. They're like, oh, they're pretty sure that I'm just dancing around their counter spells, which I know they have. And that is true, but as soon as they play something of consequence, then I can bring on Mance. Now, right now, they could draw a single card and do a single damage to me and use all their mana, but we don't know what else they have in hand. Okay, we get land. We're just going to pass the turn. On their turn, I may ditch Fountain of Renewal. Yes, I will. So we're going to have 2 cards here. Hopefully, oh geez, I'm loaded up on Mance and Doom Foretold. My turn, and I don't get what I want. And honestly, I don't want to show what I'm playing here. So I'm going to pass the turn. I will have to try a Doom Foretold next turn if I don't get anything. I'm still looking for a white land to be able to use Kaya's Wrath. We're going to see if they're going to play something here. Now they pay the 2, so they have 7 mana. They could run 3 damage to me and draw 3 cards. Okay, we get nothing. I'm going to continue to pass the turn. Interesting here. They may think that I have some counter in my hand. Okay, they go for Crackling Drake. They still have plenty for a counter spell. Really, right now, what I'm looking for is another golden egg or something. Okay, see if they bounce this. If they do bounce this, Doom Foretold will come on. This was the opportunity I was looking for here. I'm happy that they are countering that, in fact. Okay, terrific. Success. Now we need to draw some more of these enchantments or artifacts. Okay, there goes Crackling Drake. We want to just keep this rolling here. Problem is they will be able to... okay, 6 here. Bummer, we're just not getting what we need here. We'll try the dance. They'll counter this spell. Problem is when Doom Foretold does its thing, it'll give me a creature and they'll take it from me with their entrancing melody. There's the counter. Okay. They are going to have to discard a card with Doom. Okay, entrancing melody is gone. Okay, we've got the gate. That's good. We'll use an opt. This is a good chess match going on here. Really like to have Oath of Kaya or another egg or guild. Okay, Enigma Dragon, that's tough. And we don't have the white mana to run Kaya's Wrath at this moment. I'm not happy, although I can use the egg to do that, I believe. Okay, there's the white mana we need. And we'll run Kaya's Wrath. So they've got a counterspell for that. They do. Toss out the globe. Okay, we get a simulacrum. That's good. We've got the edge and land now. That is a scary card there. And we are getting into dangerous territory as explosion. Okay, yeah. That's good. Empty their hand, really. I'm okay with that. So they have 8, 9 land now. So this is getting a little bit scary. They can do 5 damage. That's bad news. We don't have anything to deal with that other than Doom Foretold. And they have no counter spell, which is great. So, see, I have 7 lands. This is good because I can play Doom here. And I will. Then I can bring on Solemn Simulacrum next turn. I'm hoping they did not pick up a counterspell. They did not. That's terrific. Let's see what I got here. 3, nothing to do here. I could scoop Fountain of Renewal with Dance. I think I will. Having another one in hand. So they're going to have to discard either the Planeswalker or the Enigma Drake. Tough choice. And they're going to have to get something on the board to keep Enigma Drake. I do have Kaya's Wrath, though, so this is very interesting here. They still have this super scary spell that at some point is going to really hurt us. We will be gaining some land via Doom Foretold. I would love an Oath of Kaya at this point. There it comes. Bang. Ouch. And they draw a ton of cards, but they're tapped out. They're going to come in and it's the game. They have 1. Okay, good game. Tough one for us. Okay, not the greatest hand, but good enough to get us rolling. We need a black land. Hope to get one so I could run Thought Erasure quick, or at least the following turn with a card draw, hoping for either a black mana now or the beginning of my next turn. No go there. Okay. In the white life gain deck, this is going to be tough. And there's Oath of Kaya. So we'll run the globe. We need the black land here. Swamp, please. No go. Okay, this is starting to hurt a bit. Alright. Fortunately, they were unable to play a creature there, and jeez. At the least blue, the lightest color in this deck, mana-wise, is blue, and we're loaded with it. Good news is here comes the Simulacrum. We get a black land. Okay, we don't have Akaya's Wrath. Okay, that is a problem. And great. Alright, so I think we gotta go black here, and now this allows us to do two things. Take out the bird and get into their hand. Okay, terrific. Banishing Light, Baneslayer will go away. We don't want another blue land. I think that's all of the islands that we own right there. Unbelievable. And we'll come on in. We want to drop them if they get a speaker. We don't want him to be able to. Okay. That's okay. Banishing Light, what's he going to take? Take Simulacrum, no problem. Alright, they have nothing but a land, so Thought Erasure doesn't do anything for us. Kaya's Wrath, on the other hand, I don't have the white mana for it. Darn. Okay, we're struggling a little bit here, but the white, this is what we'll do. Okay, so next turn we're in. Is it worth Dance the Manse? Nothing there. They give up, okay? I think they had a little bit of an upper hand there. We were going to be able to make some things happen, but we'll take that victory.